Hello, I am Majid 2006. Welcome to the channel What We Are. Why do guys like bad girls? 11 reasons why guys prefer bad girls. When people say, the heart wants what it wants, do they mean the heart wants what's bad for it? If they aren't gluttons for punishment, why would guys stay with bad girls who will leave them brokenhearted? Is there any justification for why guys choose bad girls over good girls? Do you need to change something about yourself or move to the dark side before you can have a long-lasting relationship? Or should women start cutting themselves some slack for picking the wrong one sometimes? After all, men make the same mistakes too. The irony to either being the bad girl or being left for the bad girl is that the guy in the scenario always ends up as the bad guy. If you are the bad girl, ask yourself if you're one by choice or by circumstances. Then ask yourself if your personality will leave permanent damage on the good guys who can't seem to get enough of you. This article would give you an idea of why good guys flock around you, especially if you've been bothered by their attention. In this video, I will mention 11 cases, and at the end I will address the most frequently asked questions in this field. 1. Bad girls usually give good sex. As much as it is hard to admit, a bad girl is great in bed. An average sweet girl is conservative and comfortable with doing the minimum in the bedroom. On the other hand, a bad girl is a wild beast who gives crazy sex. What man doesn't want a girl who can give him a good ride in bed? In this regard, a good girl can hardly compete with a bad girl unless she is ready to step up her sex games. You must have heard that even good men want their women to be Mother Teresa with a good dose of Cardi B in them. 2. Her dress sense exudes confidence. Her dress sense exudes confidence. The way a woman dresses also has a huge impact on how men perceive her. Believe it or not, the same men who condemn inappropriate dressing among women fantasize about such women. However, a woman doesn't need to be half naked before she leaves a big impression on a man. The right dress sense isn't only about pairing the right clothes, but about your confidence. Most bad girls complete their outfits with a badass id-gaff attitude, and this is what draws men to them. They know the effect they have on men, but they pretend like they don't know. This attitude paired with their sexy outfit easily drives men crazy. You'll be surprised at how many women a man has left behind because of an elusive bad woman. 3. Men are hunters. The nature of a man is that of a hunter who is always hunting for one thing or the other. Sometimes, he has a goal and reason in mind. Other times, he is just hunting to see what he can catch. Their restless nature makes it impossible for some men to stay still in a healthy relationship for long. The only time they give a healthy relationship a try is when they are tired of the chase and need to play family. While they are still on the chase, they are usually attracted to exotic women. They bypass genuine women in favor of a bad girl because the latter poses more danger than the former. 4. Bad girls thrive on adventure. Bad girls thrive on adventure. A bad girl is like a rolling stone. She never stays still because there are so many places to be covered. When most men first meet an adventurous girl, they feel alive. With time, the excitement wanes because she is not willing to settle down when they are. Guys don't mind relinquishing control once in a while, but can't leave control in the hands of an unstable woman for long. As such, they feed on the challenge she poses for as long as they can before replacing her with a stable woman. If you're a good girl, you might think it's unfair, but it is what it is. As long as you're sure the man is completely into you, his past shouldn't affect your future together. 5. Most men think the thrill is worth the risk. Some men go for bad girls not because they love her or want to change her, but because their lives lack adventure. They see bad girls as a challenge in the current season of their lives. She is unreachable, stoic, cold, and unfeeling, but they still want her. They think they are up to the task of thawing her and making her bend to their will. You would be right to see such men as Neanderthal, because why else would a guy go for a bad girl when he can date a sweet woman? This is why, when a man finds a trace of a bad woman in a sweet woman, he latches on to her. 6. Bad girls are sometimes easy. A bad girl doesn't commit to one man, and so she doesn't see anything wrong with moving through men like a tornado. Men are usually attracted to such women because most men don't enter relationships with marriage in mind. As such, they don't mind the short commitment nature of the relationship. A bad girl lures a good man into the idea of an easy relationship, but the guy on a deeper level. Then the girl has no choice but to leave him behind because she's not cut out for that kind of relationship. 7. Bad girls appear sexier. Confidence, nonchalance, carefreeness are the qualities most apparent in a bad girl. There is no doubt in the way she talks or carries herself. She is either independent and doesn't need the guy's money, or she is using her cunningness to suck him dry. If she is independent, the guy will always strive to provide for her. If she is a gold digger, she knows how to play the game well until she's ready to let go. Funnily enough, most guys know the difference between a sexy independent woman and a gold-digging confident one. Men keep going back to the aloof cruel woman because the joy is in the resistance game bad girls play. Even though they play along, deep inside they know the relationship is toxic for them. 8. Men are thrilled by the idea of fixing a woman. Every man has the hero complex which fills him with the need to save every broken girl that comes his way. Unfortunately, not every broken girl wants to be fixed. By the time reality sets in for such guys, they'd have left a lot of good women behind in their pursuit of that one bad girl. As a good woman, hanging on to such a man is a punishment you don't deserve. As a broken girl, letting go of such men on time is the honorable thing to do. 9. Bad girls make men feel deeply. Society has not only distributed gender roles, but they've also dictated how each sex should feel or act. As such, men are always strong while it is okay for women to cry at the drop of a hat. What men won't tell you is that they want to be able to express themselves as women do. Is it like pulling teeth getting him to spend time with you? The key to solving is understanding men on a much deeper emotional level. The number one factor that causes men to behave this way is actually relatively easy to change with a few subtle things you can say to him. Take this quick quiz to see if he actually likes you. Most men don't usually find it easy to tap their feminine side when they date good women. Good women are usually eager to please and make their men feel on top of the world. A nasty girl, however, doesn't have any qualms about calling her man on his BS or leaving him after she gets what she wants. Why any man would prefer such treatment is still a mystery, but the same is true for women who stay in toxic relationships. 10. Men find the kiss leave attitude exciting. They've played the kiss leave game so much that they don't mind being on the other side of the game sometimes. Men recognize a kindred spirit in a bad girl who seems hell-bent on taking revenge on every man because of what one man did to her. They find such bad girls refreshing and enjoy the adrenaline rush while it lasts. Some of these men know the relationship is temporary, but some get sucked in that they try to change the women. Of course, the latter type of men usually have their hearts broken, but they'd rather have loved than not experienced the pain of loving. 11. Most men are commitment phobic. Some men date bad girls because they have a commitment phobia. They aren't ready to plant roots in a place, and so that arrangement works well for them. Such men date a broken girl not to spite good women, but to avoid hurting them. As incredible as it may sound, avoiding such men is for the best because they'll always prefer dating broken women to stable ones. Examining several frequently asked questions: which part of the female body attracts the most? A guy is attracted to a woman based on what part of her he finds most fascinating. It could be her eyes or mouth. However, some men are usually more fascinated with how shapely a woman's overall body is. What kind of girls do guys like? Guys want girls who are both caring and daring. They want a girl who can balance being loving with being crazy because they don't want to live a boring life. Do guys like caring girlfriends? As long as you don't overdo it or make them feel choked. Guys love a woman who can pamper and care for them. Do guys like crazy girls? Yes, guys don't mind dating crazy girls, even if it's just for a short while. They love the adrenaline rush they get from fighting with their girlfriend and the incredible make-up sex that follows. Do men like short girls? Guys who love short girls do so based on preference. However, a girl's attitude and personality, rather than her height, play more important roles in why a guy dates her. As a good girl, stop seeing yourself in a competition with bad girls because it will continue to affect the way you see yourself. A man knows what he wants at every given time, so live your life on your terms. Always remember that being nice is a value. Now, if you want to be successful in romantic relationships and know more, subscribe to my channel. I made many tutorials for you. I will kiss you, my dear.